Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Live, Laugh, and Love. Thank you for tuning in. Today's guest is someone that we just get along with. She has a great personality, someone who's always smiling. We crack jokes at each other, and she is just a wonderful person. Ira, welcome onto the show. How are you
Thank
doing?
you. I'm good. How are you,
So great
David?
to hear. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Well, first of all, thank you so much for coming onto the show. And yeah, let's get started. Ira, so how you been? How's life?
Life's been good. I recently had to move to Bangkok. So, yeah, that was a big change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see. Why are you going Bangkok? Are you going for Bangkok to move there, like forever, or?
Yeah, forever. I mean, till university. So, for the next
Mm,
2 years. And it was because of my dad's job. So, it was really
I see.
last minute. Yeah.
I see. Well, how's life in Bangkok?
It's very different. I mean, there's so much traffic and
Mm-hmm.
there's so many malls here. There's so much stuff to do, but yeah, it's very different. And I feel like the community in Ho Chi Minh was much smaller. Here, there's so many people, and it's really really different.
I see. Have you tried any Thai food yet?
Yeah, I did. I had pad thai,
Thai
so
food's good, isn't it?
it's really good.
Do you have like your favorites right now? You want to share with us?
Oh, my favorite Thai food. I
Yeah,
love pad thai. it's,
pad Thai
it's
is
my
up
favorite.
there.
Yeah, pad thai.
I see. Well, Ira, let's get started to these questions. Last time I talked to you was probably before IG started. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, and we've talked a lot, prior to having the IG, because I remember we did a group project about Apple. We're both fans of Apple. Is that correct?
Yes.
I want to know, like, if you had the option to make any product right now, any product, and if Apple would make it, what product will you make?
The Apple Car. I,
Apple car,
yes, I think it's about time. We need an Apple Car now, without
about
windows.
time, without windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds really fun. Apple car. Do you still like? Have you tried the new update for the iOS, or have you not updated yet?
Haven't had any time because of exams and
Mm,
moving and everything. So I will try it soon. I mean, my Mac keeps showing me you have two new updates. I still have to update my laptop.
I see. Is there an Apple store in Bangkok? I think there is
Oh
one.
yeah,
Is there?
there's
There is
many.
one.
Yeah,
Oh wow! I heard there was one in Mumbai. You were really happy about it.
yeah. I was,
Have
but I
you?
didn't visit. So yeah,
You still haven't visited it? Wait. Last time you told me you didn't visit it. No, not yet.
no, because I didn't.
No.
I didn't go anywhere this summer.
Oh,
So
you stayed in Bangkok. Okay,
yeah.
I see. Well, Ira, so it's a new school. You moved from BIS.
Mm,
Could you tell us more about how's school like? Because I'm starting IBs. I don't know if you're starting IBs. Are you starting IBs?
yeah, I'm doing IB. So
Yeah. So how's that like?
well, it's a North Anglia school, so it's just like BIS, and
Mm-hmm.
it's the same curriculum, but it's just I feel like there's a lot more people here. I mean, in our campus alone, there's about 1,700 people, and yeah, it's so crowded, and like especially IB too. It's got me so scared because all the teachers are like, it's so hard to get a seven, and there's just a lot of pressure now because of
I
CAS and
see.
POK.
What subjects you choose for your IB?
Higher level geography, economics, and math AA, and
Ooh, I see.
yeah,
How about your SLs?
biology, French B, and Langlais SL. So yeah.
I see. That's good for you. I remember did you not take business for IG, or is that wrong?
No, I
No,
took
you took
econ.
econ, right?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
making fun of you for taking business.
Yeah. You made so much fun of me. I don't know why. You gave me I don't know why. Like, I remember like we had a chat and like, yo, what would you choose? And I was like, I chose business, and you're like laughing for some reason. You're dissing
Econ's
business too
better.
much
Like,
here.
this is, econ's better though, because you're learning about everything. You're learning about like
Yeah,
the microeconomy, about business and everything. Then you're learning about the macroeconomy as well.
same thing
Econ's
for
better.
business, hero. Same thing for business.
So you just learn about like I don't. The only thing business teaches you is how to run a lemonade stand. In
Whoa,
my
whoa,
opinion.
whoa, 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 whoa. Only a lemonade stand, Yura? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, econ does. I think you go into more in depth about econ, but well, glad you're still doing econ. First of all, you didn't switch. You switched, sides, and also
But the
glad you're
thing is,
still doing French.
I do want to do business as my master. So
Wait,
yeah.
hold up. You want to do? Hold up. So you've been giving me hate for doing business for IG. You decided to choose econ by sticking sides, but you want to do business for. What's going on?
No, I'm gonna do an
I-
MBA too. Like you know how
Oh,
you can do
okay.
many masters. So I'm gonna like
Hmm.
that's gonna be my
Are we gonna have a
yeah.
era startup like the next Tata group going on here? The Sing group?
Yeah. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
have a startup, then I'll become an MNC, and then I'm
Whoa,
gonna win
MNC.
under 30.
What
It's the
business
goal.
plan do you have, bro? Are you gonna try to be like the best in the world, best in India, best in
Best in the
Asia?
world.
What's
Best in the world.
Whoa, Era? That is so cool. Hey, whatever you're doing, always rooting for you, Era. But just want to know, like, what part of like what business do you want to do? Because the world is there's a lot of things you can do. Just want to know if you could share a little bit of what you want to do in the future, having that business.
Okay. Maybe I think I want to start an investment banking firm. So
Investment banking firm. I see. But you need a lot of this, Era. Fair enough.
and yeah. And once I earn a little bit of money, I want to start investing in the stock market. Yeah.
Ooh, stock market. The Indian stock market or the Western stock markets? Which one?
I think maybe the Western stock market.
I see. You're someone that I've probably been in the same class since we started high school. Just want to know,
Oh,
how do you think you evolved from like being a year 7 era to a now year 12 era?
okay. Year 7 euro was really cringe. I remember, and I think I was. Uh, I enjoyed school then
Oh,
because
so you
I
don't
was
like school now?
because of IB. It's so scary, you know.
Mm,
And
mm,
I guess maybe over there, year 7 year, I could make mistakes. It seemed like life seemed easier then, and it seemed like
life scene.
have to yeah you didn't have to think so much about what university you're going to, or IB or anything like that. I feel like time has just gone by so fast, and now it's like university and then maybe do masters, get a job and everything, and it just seems like it's happening so quickly. Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, who would be scared, Ira? I mean, it's a new chapter. IB is new, so I'm sure you'll do well. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
Ira, let's talk now about your life. What's something that you've realized that has been really important to you that you found out that it was actually more than you expected?
um let's see. I'm not sure how to answer this question. Like, uh it was more than I expected. Oh, like a recent event that has happened.
Yeah, like for example, I found that sleep is like I needed sleep more than I actually thought I need. That's something I
Oh,
found out.
um, I think you need to. I think it has to do with studying. You have to study a lot. I mean, you have to work really, really hard. So I think before I didn't think studying was that important. I mean, I used to study, but then I thought that if you studied like 2 weeks before an exam and a little bit of revision is fine. But now I know that you have to study like 6 hours every day, 6 months before your exam starts to actually get the grades that you want. So,
Mm, I see. Fair enough. Ira, how's making friends like in Bangkok? It's a new language, new country. You don't know a lot of things. How's that like? Is it hard from a perspective of a new student who just moved, who stayed at their previous school for a long time, but they moved to a different school? What's that like?
It's hard because at this age, like everyone has their own friend group and
Hmm,
their own friend circles, and plus I've only been in Bangkok for like a week, so I haven't had much of it, like the
I
chance
see.
to make any friends. So it's a bit hard, but like the people here are kind of friendly. They do say hi and stuff. So I
Glad to
guess
hear that. Have you seen the talk to the indie community, or like have you been introduced to anyone yet? No,
no, not yet. Right now, I'm just
no, just
it's
at
only been,
school.
yeah, it's been like 2 or 3
I see.
days since we started. So
Hmm. I'm sure you'll be fine. You're extroverted, right? You consider yourself an extroverted person.
yeah, kind of.
Okay, you're gonna be fine. There's a lot of. I'm sure there's a lot of good people over there. Ira, have you picked up any Thai yet?
Oh, I only know two
Any?
words. Like I can only say hi and thank you.
What's hi
Like
and thank you in Thai?
hi is sawadika, I think,
Hmm.
and then kapunka is like thank you. So
Yo, you're the multilingual. So.
only say two words in Thai. It's so hard.
Mm-hmm. Is there a lot of like people in Thai too, like Vietnamese people in your school
That's
or
what Indian people
Indian
like,
people? Mm-hmm.
and Indian like Thai Indians, because I feel
Hmm,
like a lot of Indian people that lived here, their families have been in Thailand for generations. But I haven't met a
I
single
see.
Vietnamese person yet.
Not yet.
My
Not in Thailand. Oh wow. Don't you miss Viet food sometimes? As I miss a
I
lot of
miss
Viet food sometimes.
I miss Vietnam in general.
Oh, I
So
see. I mean, there's good food in Thailand. We're like neighbors, so
yeah,
probably it's not that far. Hmm.
yeah.
Ira, uh, I live, laugh, and love. We talk about stories and experiences that make life interesting. I want to know, is there an experience you want to share with us that was quite interesting that you want to talk about? Because everybody has different lives, so I want to know what's going on in your life.
An experience that was really different. Mm, I guess just um, I think last summer I went to the UK
Mm-hmm.
for the second time, but this time it was like without my parents, just me and my sister and my aunt. So and it was really different because in Vietnam it's like you're living in Asia. You have a helper, a cook, a driver to take you places and everything. Like life's easy, over there. And but in when I went to London, I stayed there for like about a month, and it was like you have to take the tube everywhere. You have to walk everywhere and
Oh.
like do everything yourself. But it was quite fun, and it was really different to Vietnam because I lived in Vietnam for like 9 years. So then
Mm-hmm.
just looking at the outside world and seeing how life is like away from outside of Asia was just really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's interesting. You get more responsibilities when you grow up, and I think that you said that exactly like perfectly. Like you also talked about how you're scared for IB. I'm also scared for IB, but I think that's more because we have more responsibilities. And seeing how
yeah.
you've noticed that a lot, that shows a lot. You're very someone that's observant for sure. Absolutely. Ira, what's the best thing you did in England whilst you were there for a month? The best thing you want to share with us?
Best thing. Okay. There were quite a few things that I enjoyed. I loved
Go
visiting
away,
Oxford. Like when I
Oxford.
visited Oxford, I was like, I looked at the campus and I was like, okay, this is my goal. Like this is where I want to be in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Oxford. Then I went to the Harry Potter studios and I loved that.
Ooh,
Like that got me into
that's
Harry
cool.
Potter. I had like a Harry Potter movie marathon over there. So
Harry Potter with Arrow.
that was it was yeah, that was really fun.
Hmm.
And
G- Glad to hear that. I know you're a big Harry Potter fan. Is that correct?
I'm starting to become one.
Starting to
So yeah.
become one. That's cool. Yeah, I heard Oxford's really nice. I feel like you just step onto the campus and you suddenly just become smarter or something.
Yeah, that does happen. It's
Hmm.
and the campus is really it's really pretty. It's
Mm.
beautiful. And then there was like this Oxford student who was taking us around. So it was it was quite cool. And then I was just picturing myself like in Oxford in 2 years. So I'm gonna work really
Manifestation,
hard.
manifestation.
Hopefully, I get in. So,
That is so good. Always rooting for you. Good luck with that. You're. I want to talk about chai versus tea because you were in England and you were in London
yeah.
specifically, and I'm sure they have a lot of tea. Want to know, do you call it chai tea or is it just chai in itself?
Oh no, it's just chai. Chai and tea is different. Like, I mean, chai means tea, so you wouldn't say tea, right? It's
No, you wouldn't.
it's yeah,
So you would say chai and chai itself and not say chai tea because you're saying tea at the same time.
yeah. So you just say chai, and chai is like when people talk about chai, they're talking about Indian tea, and then when you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about tea, it's like it can be many different types of tea.
Which tea is better, Euro? English or Indian tea?
Indian tea.
Indian tea. Fair
Like
enough.
British people have
What's
no
there?
flavor.
Whoa, 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 already shooting the shot, Euro.
What? Like they
Oh,
colonized India for so long, but for their spices, but they couldn't add any spices to their food. Like, come
oh
on.
no, you're already starting with this. I mean, fair enough. What do you think is the main difference between like Indian tea, sorry, chai, and English tea? Is it more like I don't know, sophisticated in other way, more flavor, like you say?
Yeah, they have a lot of spices in Indian tea, and um, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like there's more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
What's is
maybe
there
it's
Indian tea? Oh, yeah.
no. Yeah, what's your question?
No, no, go ahead. You go first.
I just said that Indian tea might be a little bit like unhealthier, but I don't know.
Why not? Why would it be unhealthy? It's tea, right?
Yeah, but there's like a lot of milk and sugar inside it, so
Oh,
yeah,
so it's like milk tea, in other words.
yeah.
I see. If I was going to have Indian tea for the sorry chai for the I keep on saying Indian teas.
You can
If
say
I'm gonna
Indian tea.
have
It's
is that okay? Okay, so Indian tea. What's like the type? What's the first tea you recommend me to drink? Because I'm not a big tea guy, but I'm open to try tea. What's yeah? Any
uh,
suggestions?
I mean, just get like say masala chai, and that's
Masala chai.
yeah.
You can't go
So
wrong with that.
no,
No, okay.
it's really good. Yeah.
Masala chai sounds great. Ira, so we're talking about tea now, but let's talk about curry because I found this fact recently, right? And apparently, like the national food in like the UK is like curry. I think it's no, it's chicken tikka masala. I think yeah. Just
Yeah.
want to know how is Indian food in the UK? Like, is it like genuinely similar to ones you have in India, or would you say it's way off?
Um. So I went to this restaurant in the UK, which was which took like Indian food, but then they added like a special twist to it.
Mm,
So that food was like really good. Like I loved it. But yeah, I don't. When I go to India, I don't really have Indian food as much.
you don't
So
you
I
don't
don't.
have Indian food when you go back to India?
I mean, like
That's like
I
your
only
soul food.
I have
I love Indian food.
every. The thing is that like if we eat Indian food at home, I'm like, why should we go out to eat Indian food? Like, I
That's a
don't see
fair
the
point.
yeah.
It's
But
like saying, yeah,
there's a difference I think between
I see.
British Indian food and Indian food.
Is there an Indian food that you think people should recognize more often? Like apart from your like your what's it called? Your butter chicken curry, your naans, your biryanis. What else do you think we should try? Something that more people should actually try eating.
Okay, I was gonna say biryani, but then you mentioned
Oh,
it. uh, maybe like there's mutton rogan josh. I don't know how to say it, but yeah,
whoa,
that's really
sounds good.
good. It has a lot of spices and everything. So
What's it called again?
wait, can I type it?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
It's that one.
It's literally mutton, Rogan, Josh.
Yeah, it's not Josh, it's Joe. But
Oh,
yeah,
Josh.
yeah.
When I saw mutton and I saw two first names, I was like, "What's going on? Why is there Rogan and Josh?" I get it. Yeah, mutton, Rogan. How you say it? Josh. It's not Josh. What's it again? Josh.
It's Josh. Yeah.
Josh. Whoa, that looks cool. That looks really good. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm a big Indian food guy. You know that, right, Euro? Like if I've tried like the basics. Like I tried the fish curries, tried the chicken curries, tried the biryanis. I mean, like list is endless.
Oh, that's nice. Have you been to
Yeah.
India?
No, never been to India, but my parents have, and they've said it was great food. Like food is always so good. I don't know how do you guys make such good food. It's like actually like really really good. Like it's one of the cuisines that I actually put it at top of my list too.
Oh, well, you shouldn't be asking me that because I can't cook anything
Oh,
except for
you can't
instant noodles. I can only
instant
make instant
noodles.
noodles. But yeah, I think it just has to do with the amount of spices we put in. Like we
Just
put
just
we put
chuck it
so
all
many
in.
spices. Yeah.
You guys are blessed. uh, Ira, I want to talk because we talked a lot about India, and I want to know how big does like your family, where you're from, like take your person, like your identity and personality. Does that influence a lot?
I mean, I haven't really lived in India for that long, so I feel like there hasn't been much influence on my identity in India. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my family's pretty big. It's whenever I go to India, I have to travel to so many places. Like I think 4 or 5 different cities, just so that I can meet my whole family.
That is so cool. It's like wait, I saw like the skit, right? And it was like this comedian, and like the guy was like, when you go to an Indian wedding, you can book a whole hotel and it would still not be enough.
That's true. I feel like
That's
there's
true.
yeah, I feel like there's still family which I haven't been able to meet yet. So I don't know.
Oh my god. Like you have like your first cousin, your second cousin, your third cousin, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then you got
Yeah,
your grandparents, and it's like a whole endless list, and their children, etc.
yeah.
How
It's
do you
like
remember these names?
I don't know. I don't know how I
You're like,
remember that.
I've seen you somewhere. What's your name?
I do like mix it up sometimes. Like
Hmm,
so yeah.
that's
But
cool. Must be fun going to an Indian wedding. What's that like? Have you been to an Indian wedding before?
I have, but it was a long time ago and it was really fun. It was like it's not formal like I feel Western weddings are like. I mean, you
Hmm.
don't have like a seating plan or anything.
No.
You can and then there's so much food and then there's dancing and
Good food, I heard.
yeah, good food. And I mean, it depends on the family. Like if they pay a lot of money.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
fair
But yeah, the
enough.
food's usually good. And
Hmm.
yeah. And there's a lot of dancing, music. It's just so much fun. And the
That's
wedding
great.
it's not like it's just one day. It lasts for like almost a week. You
Yeah,
have
that's what I heard too.
wedding ceremony, you have like a celebratory engagement ceremony. Then after the wedding, you have like a after wedding party. It's-
Whoa. Like imagine you're like at work right now and you just got married recently and you had an Indian wedding. Like you'll be out for the whole week just partying,
yeah.
partying, having great food.
I think people have to like put in like a week of holidays and work saying that sorry, I have a like I'm
Indian
going
wedding and
to
everything.
yeah, I'm going to a wedding or something.
I'm gonna go party, guys. See you guys in a week.
That's why I told all my cousins that married, please get married after IB's over. Otherwise I won't be able to attend your wedding.
Please get married once I finish IB.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wait,
Ira, we mentioned a lot about family. I want to know, is family like a big part of Indian culture? Is it like something that it's really big?
yeah, it's really big. I mean,
I see.
yeah, you have like a huge extended family. You have so many cousins and everything. So yeah, it's a big part. And
I see.
yeah,
Are Indian families more likely to talk to one another, as in like if I have something going on, like we're fully transparent. Like I don't care if like, I'm just gonna talk to you, whatever I want to talk. If I have a problem, I'm gonna talk. Do you guys do something like that where you guys don't have any like boundaries and you guys just share everything that's going on with you? For example, it could be help with something. It could be mental health. It could be something about academics. What's that like?
Um, I think when I visit my family, I don't share everything with them because, um, yeah, I only share it with the people that, like, the family members I'm closest to. So, like, my cousins or
Mm-hmm.
my aunt. Like, I'm really close to my aunt. So, yeah, I do share a lot of stuff with her. So, yeah, but not everyone
Mm-hmm.
because it's a bit formal and also we don't like before everyone used to live in like an extended family, but now it's kind of you have a smaller family now, so
Mm,
it's just you have to be a bit formal with them.
I see. So you're not fully transparent with everybody. You guys just know each other and you just share stuff to people you're close with. Fair
Like
enough.
if I have to share something really important to me, or something really big, then I would share it to like with my parents, of course, and then my
Parents.
cousins and my aunt. Yeah.
Cousins before grandparents era?
Yeah, maybe my grandparents. Yeah, my grandparents too. Like, because I'm really
Whoa.
close with. No,
Cousins.
and my grandparents too. I forgot to mention my grandparents, but yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Hindi is the language. Hindu is your religion, correct?
yeah.
Okay. How's your Hindi like? Like, is
It's
it good? Is it like on par, or are you like,
disappointing.
is it?
I can speak Hindi, but I can't read or write. So, yeah.
I see.
And
Could
then
you teach?
whenever
Yeah,
whenever I do speak Hindi, I do like add some English words in it because I can't speak.
like.
For example, if I don't know I wouldn't like if I was talking about a chair, then I would just say chair because I
Oh,
don't know how to say it in Hindi.
you're gonna be like cat. You're like that's water. That's water. Like, could you teach me some few like things about Hindi? Because I'm always interested in like learning new languages. Could you like teach me a phrase or something? Like something like "Hi, I'm David."
Okay. Um. Wait. Namaste. मेरा नाम David है. That's like my name is
Whoa, hold
David.
up. Break it down for me a little bit, please. Namaste,
Namaste. मेरा नाम
Miranal.
David है.
Namaste, Miranal, David. Hey,
Yeah. That's actually
that
really
sounds.
good.
That's that.
That's really good. No, that was so good.
That sounds. I don't know if it sounds good. Not gonna lie.
Like it sounds pretty good though. Like you said it
I
for the
see.
first time and it sounded really good.
Namaste, Mirial, David. Hey,
Yeah, that's really
that's
good.
yeah. I learned a new phrase. Good to know.
Good job.
Speaking about languages, you said you're continuing with French for IB, correct?
Yep.
Why did you choose French for IG or like IB? Because I always want to know.
So I had to pick it in year 7,
Mm-hmm.
and I picked French because I liked how it sounded when people spoke French. Yeah, because it sounds really cool, and it's the thing. And I thought it was like it was an easier language because it's really similar to English, but it's quite different. I mean, um, you have so many tenses. I think
Mm-hmm.
you have the future tense, and then there's a past tense, but then there's two different past tenses, and it's just there's so many.
I mean, every language is complicated in one way. Ira, like not gonna lie though, like if you think about it, right? French does sound really attractive. It does. Like if you've seen like those movie scenes, it just
Yeah.
hits different, you know. Mm-hmm. Did you have you been up to date with like the Olympics? Although it did end.
I didn't get much of a chance to watch the Olympics, but I did. I saw the news and what was going on. There was a lot of. I heard this year there was a lot of drama that was going on with the Olympics.
Mm, I see. Do you want to go? Have you been to France?
Yeah, I have. I've been to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when I was, I think I went there in 2015. Yeah, 2015. Didn't like it
Did you
that much.
flex? Oh, you didn't like it? Why not?
I mean, I didn't like Paris as a city that much, but I love Disneyland. Um,
Disneyland.
because the thing with Paris is that it's the hotels are tiny, and then people they don't help you take your luggage up to your room. You have to take it yourself,
Yeah.
and yeah, the city's not very clean. So it was
Mm.
the Eiffel Tower's
But
nice,
good,
but
but good food, right? It's France. It's Paris.
I don't remember the food, like how the food was like.
No.
I just remember that my parents didn't like it that much.
Mm. Oh, back then I would assume you had no idea. Like you didn't learn French. Is that correct?
No, I
I see.
started learning when I came to BIS.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Have you like flexed your French before on like a public area? Like for example, I speak Chinese. I'm learning Chinese. Like I would go to a Chinese restaurant. I'll like start dropping Chinese, and that would be pretty cool. Have you tried that before?
Well, I only flex my French to my sister because she can't speak good French. But the thing is, French people they don't like it when you speak French. They're like,
Why not?
"Yeah," because they think you're speaking it really bad. I mean, if you speak French in an accent, then they'd be like, they'd reply in English. They don't encourage it as much, even
It's
though they
like
speak English with an accent. It's really weird.
I've seen the memes. Like I think it was like when an American goes to France, to Paris, and they say bonjour, and they're like, and they speak English. It's so funny. I see. Well, Iro, I want to know, like, once are there any hobbies that you're continuing from Vietnam and you're doing it in Bangkok? Because
I
new
think.
life. I'm sure everything has changed. Do you have any hobbies you want to share with us?
I mean, I didn't get much of a chance because I I think it's only been a week since I arrived in
Mm.
Bangkok, so I'm still settling in, and yeah, but I do want to continue badminton here.
Badminton. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How's badminton like? Are you good at it?
I
I think you were good at it. You're pretty good. I remember last time.
um, I mean, I was in the team in BIS when I came here. Like the tryouts are just starting next week. So
Oh,
yeah,
good luck with
but
them. Are you gonna try out?
the spots were all filled up by the like when I signed up. So
No. You got
it's
next
fine.
year, next term, anyways.
Next
Is
term, I don't
there?
think so. You're 13
Oh,
next.
oh wait, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, next
Is
term.
there?
Wait, no, not next.
No.
I can
Okay.
do it next. It's
Is there a
fine.
sport you've always wanted to try?
Sport I've always wanted to try. Let's see. Oh, baseball. Always wanted to try
Baseball.
baseball. Yeah.
Mm, that's cool. You should have come to our club. I mean, although we didn't, the club was kind of, it happened at term three. Yeah, that's interesting because you play cricket too, right?
I only
Or
did
you
it for
watch
like
it.
term.
You
I
watched a
watched.
lot of cricket.
I only played it for like a term, and I was
Mm.
really bad. So
You got to
yeah.
start somewhere. You can't. You gotta start somewhere. Do
Also,
you
it was
think cricket?
indoor.
Yeah,
It was indoor
yeah.
cricket. The club, so it wasn't. It wasn't good. Like you can't play cricket indoors.
Is it like an outdoor sports thing only?
Yeah.
Hmm. I heard like cricket is like a big part of like how Indian communities come together. I want to know like how rowdy do these games become if it's like a rival game? Because I heard the Pakistan India games, they go crazy. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. It does
Whoa. What
get
what
crazy.
happened? Yeah. Like what's going on? Like are there like fights breaking out or is that just entertaining cricket that's happening?
Yeah, it's not fights, I don't think. But it's just like it's just beef between the two people. For example,
Just beef.
yeah, like before there was this one cricket World Cup. I think you might remember me talking to Mr. Cullen about it.
Mm,
And we reached the finals, but we lost the finals, so we got second place and we lost to Australia. And Pakistan was
mm,
quite happy about that. They were like, "Yeah, you lost," even though they didn't even reach the semifinals. So it's
mm.
stuff like that. They just don't want us to win, but it's fine. Stuff like that happens,
Mm.
so it's fine. We did win
Do
the
you
other
think
World Cup.
good for you? When's the next World Cup? Like how is it 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. I think
So last
27.
what? Hold up. So when was the last one?
There were two. Like there was one which happened. I think the biggest one where Australia won. I think that happened in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
So
there was
2027.
another. Yeah, and then there was like this T20 World Cup, which we won, by the way, which happened which happened in June. So that's probably gonna happen in 2028.
Mm-hmm. Glad to
Yeah.
hear that. Like, is I because as someone who's not really like educated in like the Indian how like in the Indian culture, Pakistani culture, and like of that region, do you think that it's better for sorry, hold up. Do you think it's like an old thing where you guys have beef, or do you think like right now the generation gap is now saying, hey, let's be friends? Because how's that like? Is it like a bad thing to be Indian or Pakistan and make a friend that's Indian or Pakistan, vice versa?
No, it's like if you're. I think if you're an Indian and you live outside of India, like Pakistani and Indians who live outside of their home countries, they become friends really easy. Like they become like good friends.
I see.
And and then if you're in, that's the only time that it's all politics. I don't get into
Oh,
politics.
you don't shy away from that.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, Ira, you've shared a lot of things, but I want to talk about the specific moment. Do you remember when we did a the Shark Tank thing we did? You remember
Oh yeah.
back in year 9? Yeah, that's a long time ago. You remember we did the Apple Watch thingy?
Yeah.
we are like,
I feel like we could have done it better now.
you think of
I think
better?
I want to do it again
You
because
want to do it
I
again
feel like I
with
can
the
do it
Apple
better.
Car now?
Yeah, with I don't know with anything Apple related. I love Apple. The
Mm.
Vision Pro, maybe. I don't know anything.
I heard it's not selling a lot though. The Vision Pro, like, it's a great product, but I don't know if people are buying it.
I mean, of course, it's Apple's fault. Like, they take a VR headset, make it five thousand
Yeah.
dollars, or yeah, it costs around five
No,
thousand
yeah.
dollars. They expect people to buy it. Like, come on.
I mean, they're selling like like Mac Pro wheels for like crazy amounts of money. So it makes sense. Do you think the Apple? Yeah, you mentioned the Apple Car first thing. Do you think it's going to be like a thing in the future? Because EVs are like a big thing now. Just wanted to know your take on that.
The Apple Car. I don't. I mean, if it's really expensive compared to all the other cars, then I don't think it's gonna be that big. But if it costs around as much as a Tesla, then I think it might. It depends on how good the car is. Like
Mm,
if it's like a luxury car and it's it's good for the environment and everything, then I think it might be successful.
mm-hmm.
Looking at how Apple is going right now and seeing what Apple's doing right now, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think
Not
the
gonna
Apple
happen.
is gonna be that good.
Sony just released their car, so we might have a Sony car before an Apple car. Like they released a prototype. Yeah, it's really interesting. Excuse me. Really interesting to see like tech companies doing their cars. Ira, I wanted to know, right? Like on your phone, apart from social media, what's the most used app on your phone?
Uh, Let me see. I'm kind of forgetting what apps I have. Wait. Uh, I think maybe Spotify
Spotify,
or Duolingo,
Duolingo. What language are you doing for Duolingo?
French.
French. Mm.
Duolingo, yeah. And aren't you gonna come to Bangkok for Fubisi or something? Or
Well, hopefully, if I get selected, we have a swim competition there every December or January/February, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll be really lucky if I get chosen again to go.
if you
So
come to
yeah,
Bangkok, well, then we should meet.
absolutely, I'll hit you up. What are you watching on Netflix right now? Suits is one of them.
Okay, Suits is one of them. I finished One of Us is Lying.
Mm, that's
Yeah.
really good.
What else? I mean, I just stopped after summer. I just stopped because I was like, you know,
Lock it
I
in.
yeah.
I gotta
So
lock it in.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm. I see.
I just watch Suits if I have like 5 or 10 minutes. Because the thing with Suits is that you can, like, you don't you can stop watching it for a long time and then start watching it again, and then it still makes sense. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I see. That's nice. Do you still wait? Hold up. Do you still have your dog with you? Because last time I remember you had your dog. I
I
visited
do
you
have,
last time. You had a dog.
yeah.
That's nice. How's it like having you had a younger sister, correct?
Yes.
And she probably is now what year right now?
She's in year 8 now.
So she's in the same campus as you now.
Yep.
What's that like?
And in BIS, I used to see her at break time and lunchtime.
Break time.
Here, I don't see her. Like, I barely see her around school because there's
I
just so
see.
many people. So, yeah,
Hmm. Do you think that's a good thing where you got so many people, or do you think that's more intimidating in your perspective coming from a new student?
it's intimidating, and
Intimidating.
yeah, there's just so many people. I'm not used to having so. I mean, BIS was a big school, but it wasn't so crowded during lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a bit intimidating. And the thing is, I feel like everyone here looks a little older. Like,
Mm.
all everyone's so tall, and just it's really it's, yeah. But I'll get used to it.
We're at
Yeah.
that stage of life, anyways. Exactly. Well, Ira, you've actually made a perfect segue to about like getting older. We talked about a lot about responsibilities, your future. I want to know one thing, Ira. If you could do like one thing before you like die and leave the world, like you've done everything you can, but you just do want to do one more thing. What are your things on your bucket list that you want to share with us?
Okay. I think we've already established that I want to make a lot of money.
Yeah, we
Um,
established that earlier. The index funds, MNC, and yeah, we clearly
uh,
obvious.
I think before I die, I want to try something really scary, like skydiving. I want to do that. Something really
Skydiving.
risky. And yeah, skydiving.
Hmm.
And what else? Hopefully, I want to get like a plane license. You know how Tom Cruise
Mm.
has a license to fly a
Yeah,
plane? I want
fighter
something
planes.
like that.
Yeah,
That
that's
would be
so
pretty.
cool. Is there a favorite movie of his you like watching?
Oh my favorite. I don't really watch him that much. But I guess the Mission Impossible movies are fun, even though they don't really have like a proper story to them. It's just fun watching him do all those stunts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so cool. It would like because I know as a person, I feel like actors and like the musicians are like the most entertaining people. So imagine having a friend like Tom Cruise. It's gonna be so chaotic.
I know.
Like
He'd be like, "Oh,
yeah.
you want to go skydiving with me this weekend? Oh, let's go on my helicopter. Oh wait, let's just do. I don't know. Let's jump off a cliff."
do, do you want to be on a Do you want to be on a fighter plane? uh, that's
I
pretty
think you may
nice.
have seen this interview, the interview of his. It was like the Wired autocomplete interview where they were like, "Can Tom Cruise sing? Can Tom Cruise play the guitar?
Yeah,
Can Tom Cruise fly a plane?" And he was like, "Yes, I can sing. I can play the. He can do everything."
yeah. That's cool. Iro, well, that's it for all my questions. Before we end, I usually I give some time to my guests to ask anything they've always wanted to ask me and they didn't have the opportunity to do so. So if you have any questions, please fire away, Iro.
Okay, I can't think of any right now, but do you have any goals that you want to achieve right now, David? Like any future goals or goals for after IB?
After IB, goals wise, I know this sounds really cliche, but I just want to make the world a better place. Like
That's
I,
nice.
I just want like after IB, I think the one period I look back will be the fact that I probably like somebody would have probably benefited from me trying just being happy, from me being really kind. I think that's like the most important thing because I want to leave the world a better place than it was before I actually entered it. And I'm so thankful to meet a lot of new people, a lot of new teachers, amazing people, talented people, peers are yeah, and I just make a bit positive impact, and that's my overall goal in life. But about IB, I probably want to do something that is something that I want to do, and I think that what I want to do part is it's still undefined because I generally don't know what I'm going to do. But I know for sure that which path I'm going to take, I'm going to do really well in it. So let's see.
Wow, your goals are so wholesome. Like mine were just like make money, 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 money. Like I want to make the
I
world a
mean,
better place. Yours sounds so much
money is
nicer.
important. Money is an important factor. It is an important factor. But I think like the ultimate goal for me is like just freedom. Just do what I want to do. Like just be like, yeah, you want to be on a helicopter? You want to go surfing? You want to, I don't know. Do you want to try something new? I think that's like the overall goal.
Yeah, I think for me the goal is like make money, and then once I make the money and I get my power, then maybe use that power
Power.
to
Whoa.
use that okay,
Power.
use that influence to
Okay.
do something nice.
Influence.
Do something nice. Like I feel like all the wars that are happening, there's no need for all that to
Mm,
happen. To
we just
just
want peace.
yeah,
For sure. For
to
sure.
use my power and money to make the world a better place.
Influence. Yeah. Any other questions here?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I just want to
No.
wish you the best of luck for, and I hope you achieve all all your goals, and I know you'll do great in the IB.
Thank you so much. Ira, well, seems like we had a lot of fun time. I hope the audience has had also a fun time knowing about Ira, sharing our history and how we get along with each other. First of all, thank you so much, Ira, for coming on to the fifth episode of Live, Laugh, and Love. It is my absolute pleasure to have you on. Uh, like I said, whenever you're back in Vietnam, or if I go to Thailand for whatever reason, I'll absolutely hit you up, and you should too. And yeah, you're gonna do great. It's a new environment. I never moved schools before, so I can't say it from personal experience. But knowing you as a person, you're gonna do fine. You're gonna be okay in a new environment, and just remember that you're always unique. So yeah, don't
Thank
be
you,
afraid.
thank you, David.
Well, that was it for the fifth episode, guys. Wherever you get your podcast, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, it is my absolute pleasure to be the host for today. If you could drop us a review, that would be really meaningful. These reviews, they improve our quality of the content, but they also allow us to reach for more people. If you're on YouTube, remember to please remember to subscribe and like. It means a lot. We're growing our channel as we speak, and we're seeing great progresses. So thank you so much for those subscribers. We appreciate the love, and yeah, Ira, how do you say goodbye in Hindi again?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Okay. Well, I'm your host, David. This was Ira. This was the fifth episode, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.